Hi guys. So we're going to talk about some tips for new players, especially though Radiant Rebirth has been recently released. So currently I'm at level 90, approaching mid game. So there are a few tips for new players, especially um, resources, tips about saving up resources. So let's start. So first is you've got to be aware of the free spirals that you have. So for free spirals, you should save a lot of them. So you can get a lot of those free spirals at the beginning of the game. You will get some on wherein you can see on the map there are challenges of NPCs there, but so I cleared it already. So there's nothing left. So at early game you get a lot of those and on promo codes and etc. So save those spirals and at level 75, you will unlock the accessories here. So you will need a lot of spirals for the accessories. It will cost a lot of star sand and moon sand. Star sand at lower level enhancement, but when you reach level 9, I think, you will use moon sand, and when you reach level 12 or 15, you will use sand. So it costs a lot. But on early game, you can spend some on these diamonds for enhancing your equipment and uh, enhancing your equipment to plus 15 is very important because it gives a lot of boost on damage. As you can see here, you can get 30% damage when you reach 15 plus 15 set, then just a little bit when you get it to plus 18. So once you get to plus 15, you can just take things slowly or just yeah. Then another tip is building your cards. I think on early game is also helpful. At early game you will get a lot of Amaterasu. So I still have on my card set because I'm not wailing for cards or topping up for cards because sooner or later these cards will just go to waste and will be replaced. These are things that you can replace over time. So don't invest on that one if you are a spender, low spender, or a whale. So just build your cards right. So you will get a lot of Amaterasu. If you are damage dealer, you need 4 pieces of this on early game. Then once you reach getting rank 2 cards, you will I suggest that you go for fire this as well because damage to debuff is really a great damage boost, especially if you're on a team or your class has some debuff skills, so it will greatly increase your damage. Then it has pure attack lines. What more? Yeah, cards. And at early game, you will get the purple cards, River Run, Swordsman. Let me see if there is something in the market. So no, but you will get the River Run Swordsman card, and you can use that as well because it gives damage to boss, which will be helpful on your dungeons and trials. Then when you get rank 2 cards as well, you can use Vanas. This is a, these are very good as well for clearing contents because it gives ignore defense. This is very helpful. Then aside from cards, you can invest on saving up. resources, especially shells. You can save shells for higher levels because it will be more valuable when you reach level 80. Things are getting more interesting when you reach level 80. And don't buy equipment at early game like below level 50. Yeah. You can invest on level 60, but at early game it is on full price. Example here, our equipment is at a very low price right now. Originally, this is 15 million, but since no one is buying it and it just keeps on being resold or being put on the market, it is now more cheaper. Yeah, this one is full price. So at early game, you will see things like this, 15 million shells. So it costs a lot. You can save shells for shell events because those the materials that the shop there is selling is very rare and very important. So try saving up your shells. Don't be like me. I only have 400,000 right now. But I'm trying to save shells right now because on April we will be having another shell event. And okay, for tank, I I can do it on another video, but I'm a DPS player, so another tip for early game, especially for DPS. But I think uh, some sub DPS like Ranger or Tank or Priest might get some inspo from this because at early game you need to clear content as much as you could. Yeah. So another thing is if you are a PvP player, you can boost your attributes here on guild training and uh, doing this guild trainings on the production side is very important also to upgrade because you need a lot of ores and fish for food to increase your level and to have damage boost. You need to unlock a lot of recipes like this one, foods. So at early game, you need to boost your cooking level as well. When you unlock the farm, what more? Saving up silver stars as well would be helpful. Just keep upgrading your equipment. The permanent ones the permanent things in the game, those are the things that you should focus on and upgrade. So equipment, then when you get to your war mount, when you get your war mount, you can just spam upgrade your war mount. Then on higher level, I think level 80, you would unlock the medal or 85 level. Once you reach that, when doing polish, I made some mistakes here on early game, and maybe on the late game I will try to repolish this. But you can just focus on um, enhancing your break if you're an assassin or you're a warrior or a physical type DPS. So if you're a magical type, you just focus on enhancing your coercion. And now I'm trying to start to build up my tenacity because this one is really great in terms of defense because a lot of hitters or boss or players already has a high critical chance and critical damage. So once you get hit, it decreases the crit damage, transform damage, warm-up damage, and accessory damage each time you upgrade this. So this is very important as well. What more? Increasing your attack when doing your weapon cards. As much as possible, make it to +5. But if your luck is trash, you can just focus on getting the attack stat. So Sakura is provides HP stat. So as much as possible, make it +5 or +4. So you get much more damage on their transform skills. Then next is the Sirena. These are attack stats, but I get too lazy to refine this one. So yeah, then attack stats as well. Refine it as much as you could. Then also reforging your equipment is uh, good as well to increase your damage and some stats that might help you. So this is based on luck. Once you get the, for example here on pants, you get crit damage and what other? Crit damage and guardian attack. I think if you want to really upscale your damage, you must get the crit damage stat. Then I don't think guardian attack is necessary that much because guardians provide just a little bit of damage in battle, but you can just focus on intelligence or willpower because it gives additional damage to you since intelligence increases your damage done by 1% and willpower increases your character's damage done as well as the crit rate. Mm. So yeah, also getting attack stats if there is, it's good. So I think on early game you can just go with the flow on how the game will progress and just save up resources. BR, the battle record or rating, is not so important. It just gives you like a good luck. But focusing on your stats is the one or is the key in your character's growth. And yeah, redeeming skill points as well on early game is good to maximize your skill level and the damage output. And another thing is the runes. Once you hit level at the point where you unlock the runes, I forgot what level that was. But focusing on runes is good, especially doing it right because some players do not do the right placement or right set of runes. So for damage dealer, you just focus on what will help you in terms of damage output. So crit damage, attack, damage X, damage X, crit damage coercion for magical users, and break for physical DPS, yeah, damage X, coercion, etc. But also you can get some defensive stats such as tenacity. These are good. Yeah. And also some gold attributes doesn't help that much, but this one from word, uh, let's say cooldown reduced. These are good, but on my end, as a pyromancer, like trail damage 10, but increased by 10% is not that important. It's just a little bit, really a little bit of damage. But yeah, so we just, for in my opinion, for me, we just focus on enhancing this purple stats, the one that will increase our damage. Yeah, yeah, this one. I need to fix this one because I don't need it that much. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Good luck on your journey, uh, especially those who are new on the Tales of Wind Radiant Rebirth. And if you have any comments or suggestions that we want to do, or yeah, for further contents, you can just comment it down. Thank you.